Let me show you how to make this fluffy and easy vanilla cake recipe with my simple secret ingredient that makes it stay soft and moist. It is the kind of cake that feels light but still rich, with a soft crumb and delicious vanilla flavor. To make this easy vanilla cake, start by cracking 3 eggs into a large mixing bowl. Just be careful not to get any shell pieces in there. Next, add a pinch of salt to the eggs. It does not make the cake salty. It just brings out the flavor in the rest of the ingredients. Then beat the eggs with an electric mixer for about a minute until they are smooth and evenly mixed. While I'm mixing the eggs, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That really helps me keep these recipes coming, and I really appreciate it. Next, let's add my secret ingredient, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. It is thick and sticky, so take your time scraping it all out. This is what gives the cake that soft, smooth texture and keeps it moist without making it heavy. Just make sure it is not evaporated milk, but sweetened condensed milk. Use an electric mixer again and mix it just until everything looks smooth and fully combined. Next, add 100 grams of unsalted butter. That is about 7 tablespoons. Or 1 stick of butter. Make sure the butter is room temperature, so it's soft but not melted. This makes it easier to work with and helps it blend evenly into the batter. Just add it straight into the bowl with everything else. Using an electric mixer, give everything a mix just until the butter blends in. You don't need to beat it for long, just mix until the batter looks smooth and even. Next, add 250 grams of all-purpose flour, which is about 2 cups if you're using American measurements. Use a fine mesh sieve to sift it straight into the bowl. Sifting the flour helps break up any lumps and makes the texture of the batter smoother. It also adds a bit of lightness, which helps the cake bake up softer. Use a whisk or spoon to mix in the flour. Just stir it through until everything's combined. Make sure you're getting right down to the bottom of the bowl so there's no dry flour sitting there. The batter's gonna start feeling a bit thicker now, and that's completely normal. Keep whisking until it all looks smooth and you can't see any patches of flour left. Next, add 1 teaspoon of vanilla sugar. This gives the cake a light, natural vanilla flavor that mixes in evenly with the rest of the ingredients. If you don't have vanilla sugar, you can use vanilla extract instead. About ½ a teaspoon will give you the same level of flavor, and it works just as well in this recipe. Next, add 1½ teaspoons of baking powder. That's what's gonna help the cake rise and come out light instead of dense. Just make sure your baking powder is still fresh. If it's been sitting open in the cupboard forever, it might not do much. Once it's in, give everything another mix. You don't need to mix it much, just mix until the baking powder is fully blended in and the batter looks smooth again. Now, take a bundt pan. A regular loaf pan will work too if that's what you have. Brush it with butter really well so that the cake doesn't stick. Make sure you get into all the corners and sides. Once it's coated, sprinkle in a little flour, just enough to lightly dust the surface. Tilt and tap the pan so the flour sticks to the butter and covers the inside evenly. Then shake out any extra. This helps the cake come out clean after baking. Then pour the batter into your prepared pan. The texture should be thick, but still smooth and easy to work with, as you can see in the video here. If your batter seems too thick and heavy, you can add a tablespoon or 2 of milk and stir it in gently. That will loosen it just enough to make pouring easier without changing the texture of the cake. If it looks too runny or thin, you can sift in a little more flour, about 1 tablespoon at a time, and mix it in slowly until the batter thickens slightly. Be careful not to overdo it. You want the batter to pour slowly, not be watery. I also like to chop up some nuts to sprinkle on top before baking. Almonds or pecans or hazelnuts work well for this. Just take a small handful and chop them up fairly fine so they don't sink into the batter too much. Once they're chopped, sprinkle them evenly over the top of the batter. It adds a nice little crunch and gives the finished cake a bit of extra texture and flavor, and makes it look really nice. Bake the cake in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 40 to 45 minutes until your kitchen smells absolutely amazing and the cake is golden brown on the top. Stick a toothpick into the middle, and if it comes out clean or with just a few crumbs, it's done. If there's still batter on it, leave it in the oven for another 5 minutes and check again. Let the cake cool in the pan for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then turn it out onto a plate or a rack. If you greased and floured the pan properly, it should come out clean. The top of the cake is golden and slightly crisp, especially if you've added nuts. They toast up while it bakes and add a nice bit of crunch. Inside, the cake is soft and moist, with a smooth, even texture. The condensed milk gives it a bit of richness without making it heavy, and the vanilla comes through gently in every bite. If you like this vanilla cake with condensed milk, you should check out my other condensed milk cake too. It's just as easy, but the texture and flavor are a little different. Check it out now!